Today on Great Places Seen, we go above, on, and under the Virginia countryside. There's plenty of room. Come along for the ride. Time to head north from southwestern Virginia. I was reading about caves and karsts and their whole underground ecosystem, which is a big deal along the western portion of Virginia. Right now it's two other words I'm thinking of, car and coffee, as I try to outrun rain that's coming up from the south. But it's starting to get wet anyway on these backcountry mountain roads. I guess that's going to be the theme for the next 6 hours or so. It's good scenery just the same. Anyway, caves and karsts. The latter starts with the letter K. Places where softer rock has been dissolved, leaving harder rock and cave-like formations. Because karsts are usually very difficult to go in or over, they've generally been left alone by people. So some karsts around the world have been known to grow some unusual plants, etc. The rest stop brochure says they're all along today's route in Virginia. But I just need to get over hopefully smoother paved terrain, and I really can't go too fast through these hills and curves. Historic U.S. Route 19 is a more manageable road, gliding along the Appalachian ridges and rolling hills. Nice views. These roads, they all seem to keep meandering into West Virginia. But this leads to the East River Mountain Tunnel, which is one of just two land vehicular tunnels that cross a state line. The Cumberland Gap Tunnel between Kentucky and Tennessee is the other. This mile-long tunnel was the most expensive construction project ever undertaken by the West Virginia Division of Highways when it was built in 1974, Virginia sharing the cost. Now, the I-77 rest stop just over the Virginia line is a perfect place for lunch. Another tunnel! That's a bonus! I-81 is usually very busy, but not here. Can my luck hold out? Guess not. You again. Rain again. Trucks again. The Shenandoah region is also well known for horses and vineyards, among other things. This is definitely cave country. Take your pick. Pick some apples, too. Finally, the first mention of my exit. It's the exit itself. Edinburg, founded in 1852 and home to just about 1,000 people. I'll claim it as home for the next 2 nights. This campground looked appealing. I like to try to find nice small ones with some personality, a nice view or other distinction. I don't want to just be jammed in like being in a parking lot. As its name implies, this camp is on the edge of a creek. Full hookups, updated picnic tables. Water sounds. Ducks. Yeah, this is nice. And right now, wide open. Let's go this way. Let's go that way. This way. No, that way. The rain is back, the clouds are streaming overhead. It's time to get some rest. Rain remains for the afternoon, but now is a good chance to see what Edinburg looks like. The campground asked to ignore the shortest route in and enter from another road. Now I see why. It's definitely picturesque, but narrow and steep to the one-lane bridge. You can imagine how high the water must get here sometimes. There's some great old architecture on Main Street, which is part of US Route 11. And there are also signs of the reality many small towns face. One of my favorite pictographs. Well, a story for another day. This old light pole is unusual, complete with a water fountain. And some for your pet. Yeah, it works. You know times are tough when there's no pizza. This guy doesn't appear too thrilled either. Nor does the fish. There are beautiful gardens. And a nice view upstream from camp. With more ducks. There is a lot of history here. The centerpiece is the old 3-story frame grist mill, which slightly predates the official founding of Edinburg. An important part of the community during the Civil War era, the mill essentially appears the same today. The beautiful mill house is adjacent. There's even a proper moat. The mill houses its own history, plus Edinburg's past, items from the Civil War, and the ensuing evolution of technology and society. You know there's a working payphone outside, right? For a small fee, there's more upstairs, with a movie. But reservations await down the road, so it's a quick hike back to camp. As these mountains rise, parts of them go the other way too. Let's check out one of the caverns. Look at that Hollywood-style sign. It's even visible from the highway. There seem to be endless signs among a seemingly endless road. Well, fitting since Endless Caverns is the destination. Fortunately, the wait is not endless. Let's explore. It's cool, both temperature and the formations. The story goes, two boys hunting for rabbits discovered the cave in 1879. They lit some candles and began exploring. No one, including recent explorers, have ever found an end to the passages, hence the name, Endless Caverns. It's said to be good luck if a drop of water hits your head. Flowing water carved these passages and over millions of years created the many different formations. It's a living cave as the formations continue to be slowly created. That's the GoPro formation. Way down there is an underground stream. This is the only bear in the cave. Actually, without light or food, there are no animals or insects in the cave. The only improvements made were flat walkways and wiring for lights and outside communication. And of course, some stairs. The cave is protected by law, so no touching rocks or breaking off any souvenirs. There was, of course, a time when no such laws existed. During the Prohibition era, one large area in the cave became known as the party room. Visitors would occasionally take a piece of the cave home, or leave their name, sometimes with a date on this formation. What's the oldest date you see? I think that looks like a T-Rex. spooky. Our guide says we're safe from a nuclear explosion, and that guests during the 2011 earthquake centered in Mineral, Virginia, never felt it. This is the cathedral room, complete with a pulpit, the first area those young boys saw. That's not colored lighting. The blue is the residue of millions of bacteria that, with the water and minerals they consumed, left this unique blue color found in no other caves in the world. It became the color of Newmarket, Virginia, found on many of the town's homes and buildings. That's the original entrance. This is the present-day exit. What else do you think lies below these hills, just waiting to be found? Built in 1926, U.S. Route 11 remains mostly intact, covering more than 1,600 miles between the Canadian border and New Orleans. Fortunately, camp is a lot closer. At this point, everyone's hungry. Hooray! My new shelves seem to have survived their shakedown journey. As campfires go, this is probably my best one so far this year. My high school science teacher once said, "Fire is a slow explosion." Well, maybe. I just like watching their evolution from start to finish. There's something magical and primal about fire. Warm, too, although we don't need that right now. Good time to try out the camera's night vision feature, too. Rolling again. Raining again. An accident has Interstate 81 completely blocked, so the old U.S. route system and local roads now become the scenic way home, going through the heart of many old towns along the way. Thanks for watching Great Places Seen. Thanks to everyone who subscribed. If you haven't, please do. And follow GPS to the next destination.